Now I am going to explain about the formation of image in a convex mirror for different positions of the object. Okay. So first number is formation of image when the object is at infinity. So infinity means the object is at very far from the convex mirror, and in that case we always assume that the rays coming from the object will be parallel, and let the incident rays, that the rays coming from the object are parallel to the principal axis. Okay, so these rays representing the incident ray, and these are all parallel to the principal axis, and after reflection this reflected ray will diverge. But when we draw these reflected rays, we find that they appears to meet at point F. What is F here? The principal focus. So we can say that this reflected rays appears diverge from the principal focus. Okay, so I can repeat. When the object is at infinity, the incident rays coming from the object are parallel, and if the incident rays are parallel to the principal axis, then the reflected rays appears to diverge from the principal focus. So these dashed lines I have drawn in the backward direction, and we find that these reflected rays, they appears to diverge from the point called principal focus. So this is the formation of image. So where the image has formed? The image has formed at point F. So what are the characteristics of the image? The image is partial. So why partial? As you have seen that the reflected rays are diverging, they will never intersect, but they appears to intersect only if we draw them in a backward direction. That's why the image is partial. Number 2, the image is erect. So erect means you know that if the object is in the upward direction, the image will be also in the upward direction. Okay. Number 3, the image is diminished to a point. Obviously we can find that the object means the reflected rays, these rays that we have drawn in the backward direction, and they intersect at just single point. Single point means the size of the image will be very small, that is called diminished to a point. Number 4, the image is formed at the principal focus behind the convex mirror. So in case of convex mirror, the principal focus is always behind the mirror, and we also obtain that the image has formed at the principal focus. Okay, and this focus is behind the convex mirror. So these are the characteristics of the image when the object is at infinity. Next, number B, formation of image when the object is at finite distance from the pole. So obviously we consider the pole as the origin in case of measuring distance of object or image. So now we have mentioned here that the object is at finite distance from the pole. So where is the pole? This P point is the pole. So finite means obviously you know at a certain distance from the pole which we can measure. So here AB is the object AB in the upward direction, and we consider two incident rays coming from the tip of the object. First incident ray AZ, this is parallel to the principal axis. As you know from the rules of drawing image for convex mirror, and the reflected rays BZ will be appear to diverge from the point F. Why? Because the incident ray AZ is parallel to the principal axis, so the reflected rays will be appear to diverge from point principal focus. Another ray, that is AE. This is AE is the incident ray, and this AE incident ray has strike the mirror normally. Normally means at the surface it makes an angle 90 degree. So if we draw the ray in the backward direction, then we find that it appears to pass through the center of curvature of the convex mirror, and hence these reflected rays will be retrace its path along the in the opposite direction. So what the incident ray will, when the incident ray will strike the mirror at right angle to the surface, then the reflected ray will be retrace its path. That means we can say that the reflected ray is appear to diverging from the point of what? Center of curvature. This also we have learned. And now we have seen that these two rays which are appear to diverging from the focus and center of curvature, and they have intersected at one point. And from this point, when we draw a perpendicular over the principal axis, then we find a what? Image a1 b1. This is the image from where? From the point where these two rays intersect. So this a1 b1 is the image of the object AB. Characteristics of the image. Number one, the image is partial. So obviously we can see here from the figure that these reflected rays, and they are appears to diverge from center of curvature and one from the focus, principal focus. That means these two reflected ray, they does not intersect, but they appear to intersect only if we draw on the backward direction. So that means this a1 b1 is the image. So we say that this image is partial. Number two, the image is erect. Obviously you can see here that AB is the object and a1 b1 is the image. This image is partial and erect. Number three, the image is diminished. Diminished means small in size. If the size of the object is larger than the size of the image. Okay, so the image is diminished. Number four, the image is always formed between pole and principal focus and behind a convex mirror. So it is observed that in case of convex mirror, the partial image that is always formed between the pole and focus. Okay, so when the object is at finite distance from the pole of the convex mirror, then the image is formed between the pole and principal focus that is behind the convex mirror. Next, number C, the effect on the size of image when the object is brought closer to the pole of convex mirror. Suppose here A dash B dash is the object, and now we are going to take the object closer to the image, closer to the convex mirror. So as when we move the object closer to the convex mirror, that is the pole of the convex mirror, then it is observed that the size of the image is slowly, that is gradually increase. Okay, suppose here A dash B dash is the object and image of this object is A1 B1. But when the object has been brought closer to the convex mirror, A double dash B double dash, now the image of this object is found at point A2, means this one A2 B2. So from these two figures we say that the image is bigger in size compared to the size of the object when the object is at far from the convex mirror. Okay, so what is that? The size of the image A2 B2 is larger than the image A1 B1. So this is the image size is larger than A1 B1, and it is from closer to the pole of the convex mirror. That means as we move the object closer to the pole, then the image will be also appear to come closer to the pole. Okay, and the image form is what? Erect and partial. The image is what? Erect and partial. Now let's come to new topic, that is the uses of convex mirror. So number one, it is used as a rear view mirror in automobile because it can cover a very wide field of view as it is covered outwards. So obviously you have seen in case of automobiles, in case of bikes, the rear view mirror is what? Convex mirror. Why? Because in a small mirror we can cover a larger side, that is the back side of the car or means vehicle. Okay, so that means as it cover a very wide field of view, so it is very good to use what? Convex mirror. Okay, convex mirror are used as a rear view mirror in the automobile. Number two, it is used as a reflector for street light. In case of street light also you have seen that means the convex mirrors are used as what? Reflector. Now why? Because the convex mirrors diverge the light, and when the light is diverged then it helps to cover a larger portion. That's why it is used as a street light. Number 3, it is used as a shop security mirror. In case of some shopping malls, in case of some big shops, we have find that convex mirrors are also used as what? For security mirror. That means the security guard is observing the manager, the owner of the shop will be observed, and the instant whatever going inside the shop, it will be observed in the mirror. That's why it is also termed as shop security mirror. Number 4, a big convex mirror is fixed at sharp bends of certain roads to see the traffic coming from other side to avoid accidents. That means in convex mirrors are also used as a what? As a traffic, as a used to see the traffics. Okay, that means if you're coming, then in the other side what car is coming, that means you can see in convex mirror. Okay, so these are also used as to see the traffic coming from the other side to avoid accidents. So these are the some uses of convex mirrors. Okay, thank you.